purpose of this module is to introduce referees and officials to the game sheet system and the game sheet scoring app. We are confident you will find the app intuitive and easy to use. As always, we're looking to improve our system, and your feedback is important to us. We can be reached via email at info@gamesheetinc.com or by sending a contact form from our website. There are 4 key areas where game officials will interact with the scoring system. Before the game officials will need to confirm the roster count and make sure that all coaches have signed. They will need to add their name and their number if required. Game officials will need to confirm the correctness of game data, including goals and penalties, and make any penalty reports such as a game misconduct report. And finally, game officials will need to lock the game so that no more changes can be made to the game sheet and it is ready to be uploaded to the cloud. When a game is opened, there are 5 major sections to the game sheet scoring system. The game details page, which shows the date, the time, the location, the game number, the information that the manager would have filled out at the top of the game sheet. The visitors and the home rosters tabs, which allow the coaches or managers to edit a player's status from sitting out or playing. The referees page that you will become most familiar with by adding your name and editing any penalties. And finally, the scoring page that the scorekeepers use to add goals or penalties. Before the game officials can check over each team's roster. They can confirm the player count and that each of the coaches has in fact signed the game sheet. If one of the coaches has not signed the game sheet, the iPad can then be returned to that coach for their signature. At the conclusion of the game, the scorekeeper will bring you the iPad for your signature. If the iPad is not already on the referee page, you can go directly there by touching the End Game button. Your name can be added in by doing a search. If you have previously been a referee, your name will appear and you can add them in. If your name is not there, you can create a new referee by filling in your first name, your last name, and your referee ID if required. Touch the Add button, and you're good to go. After the referees have added their names to the score sheet, they can check over the visitors and the home penalties right on that page. In this particular case, the penalty to number 47 in the second period, the game misconduct, is coded incorrectly. It should be a GM 55. This can be easily corrected by touching the Edit button, the penalty that needs to be changed, and doing a quick search for the GM 55. Selecting it and touching the Save Changes button. As well, a penalty note is required for this particular penalty. Touch the Add Note button, select which referee is recording the note, and either leave an audio or a text note. In this case, I'm going to leave a text note, no injury. Once that's done, I touch the Add button. In the case of having to add a completely new penalty, this can only be done by going back to the scoring page. I touch the scoring tab, it takes us to the regular scoring page, and now a penalty can then be added. Touch the Add Penalty button. With 1 second left on the clock, there was a 2-minute, too many men on the ice. And we'll give that to the coach. Touching the End Game button takes us back. As with the paper game sheet, all game officials must sign their name. This can be done by touching the blue Sign button and using their finger right on the iPad to sign. Once they have signed, the Sign button turns black to indicate that their signature has been completed. At this point, the game can be locked. By locking the game, this puts the game in the upload to cloud position, However, the game can be previewed to look at the scoring page, although no goals or assists or penalties can be added or edited, or the roster is adjusted. As well, once the game is locked, any penalty notes are not available and will only be available to the league. Teams would not have access to view the referee's penalty report. The game can be unlocked at this point. However, all referees' signatures will be deleted and the referees will need to sign again. If a copy of the game sheet is needed for you to provide an external report, such as a Hockey Canada match penalty report or a USA Hockey game misconduct report, simply contact your referee-in-chief or the league executive and they can provide a copy of it for you. Thank you for watching this training presentation and learning more about GameSheet's products and systems. If you have any further questions, please contact your local referee-in-chief or contact us directly at info@gamesheetinc.com.